The bottles are empty, but would I buy them again? Today, that's what we're going to discuss. Welcome back to another episode of Neat Bourbon. My name's Tanner, and today I've got 7 bottle kills for you guys, and I'm going to be telling you whether or not I would buy them again. Now, we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. First off, we've got the 1792 12 year. Now, I have a review out on this bottle. I think that the juice is fantastic. I really enjoy the oaky notes. I think you get a lot of vanilla off of this one. Now, I will buy this one again. I actually do already have another one waiting to go. But, you just got to kind of be careful on pricing on this. Secondary on these bottles is right around that like $100 to $200 range. Definitely wouldn't be spending $200 on this, but I think like in that 80 or less range, you'd be pretty happy taking this bottle home. I think this bottle is right around that like 50-ish dollar range, so under 80, I think this is great. Still 12 years age stated. It's like 96.6 proof, 12 years age stated, so $80 for that. I think you'd be pretty happy. Barton juice all around, would buy again. I just got to take a second and say thank you so much to all the subscribers out there. The channel is almost at 2,000. We're right at 1,900. Going to be hitting that 2,000 mark any day now. And as a token of my appreciation, I'm going to be giving away a John J. Bowman single barrel as well as the Weller Antique 107. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed because these bottles are going to be coming to you very soon. Just need 100 more subscribers. So maybe a week or two, we'll be there. And these bottles are coming to you guys. So thank you so much for all the support out there over this past year. It's been an amazing ride, and this is just a small token of my appreciation. Bottle number 2 is the Four Roses Bourbon. Now, this is the 80 proof Four Roses. It's the cheapest of their offerings. I do think this bottle is pretty solid. Used as a mixer is why it went through it so quickly. So, yeah, all around, great bottle. Not too terribly much going on. It's only 80 proof. It's in that like $20 price point. I do think this bottle is pretty solid, and I would most certainly be buying another one of these if I needed it for like a mixer or something like that. Summer's coming up, so do make more mixed drinks around that time. Anyways, so Four Roses Bourbon, 80 proof, around that $20 price point. I think it's worth it if you need a mixer. Number 3 is an Eagle Rare store pick. Now, I would absolutely be buying another one of these. I thoroughly enjoy Eagle Rare. I think they're fantastic values, especially at MSRP. Now for store picks, I was able to get this one for like right around that like $70 price point. I got this in California like 2 years, 2 years ago. So it's been taking me a long time to kill this one. I do really enjoy this bottle. Of course, store picks, they're all going to be slightly different, but this one had like a little bit more of a richer cherry on the graper side, and it was really a special pour. So I would most certainly be buying another one of these. Just really got to be careful with the pricing because these can get over $100 quickly, and I think you're going to be a little disappointed if you go that high in price. So again, like 70 or less, I would probably buy another one of these. I probably wouldn't back one up at 70. I'd probably want to find it closer to 50. But realistically, I'm not going to find one of these for $50. So I think 70 is pretty good considering I've only had one in 2 years. So anyways, Eagle Rare store pick, would buy again. Is the Barrell Seagrass. This is not the Seagrass. It is just a barrel bottle. But the Seagrass was the bottle that I killed. I unfortunately did not bring that empty home with me. But I've got to say, the Barrell Seagrass is absolutely spectacular. I really dig that like apricot flavor that you get on it. It's definitely like an apricot bomb, and I really enjoy the rye spice on that. So in my opinion, I think like ryes tend to do a little bit better job of like holding up to finishes, because I think like with bourbons are inherently sweet with such a high corn mash bill, and with that rye spice, I think does a great job of kind of offsetting the sweetness of a lot of finishes. So for a finished rye, I think the Barrell Seagrass is absolutely fantastic. The first time I had it, I immediately went out and bought 2 more, And so that was actually the third Seagrass that I've killed. So love that bottle. I also really enjoy the Dovetail as well. So big fan of Barrell all around. But, you know, I'd almost kind of say the Dovetail over the Seagrass when I'm, you know, smoking a cigar. But I do think the Dovetail and Seagrass are probably my two favorite cigar bourbons, along with the Calumet 16. I think the oak really stands up well to some cigar smoke. So anyways, Barrell Seagrass, 100% wood buy again. They're like $75, $79.99. So I think they're, you know, worth that price point. Definitely wouldn't go over them because they're pretty available right now. So Barrell Seagrass, 100% buy again. We got the Four Roses single barrel proofs. So now, I've said this multiple times. These are some of my favorite bottles. You know, outside of the Russell's 13, like I think for $100, this might be like my favorite bottle. That if I could go into a store and everything would be there, I think this would be it. So the Four Roses single barrel proofs, you got to get one if you've never had one. I had 3 open. Now I only have 1 open right there. So I've got a few more, you know, waiting to go in the back in the cabinet. So those are going to be getting opened up real soon because I do visit these bottles quite frequently because, you know, I just really dig the rye spice, the oakiness, and like the cherry flavor. So kind of a fan of the high rye over the low rye mash bill. So that 35% rye, I kind of dig it in these Four Roses. So anyways, 100% would buy again, but I don't know. They're not impossible to find. So like, I don't know, like up to 110 maybe is what I would go on these. I just got one at the distillery for $99. So I know prices are creeping up, but still, I think you'll be pretty happy if you're able to score one of these for around that 110 or less. Anyways, Four Roses, single barrel proof. Next up is a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. This bottle is an absolute home run. I mean, for $70, you definitely can't go wrong with it. This was one of the very first bottles released. So when this one was released, I was able to pick this one up like within a week and a half of the initial drop date. So yeah, I actually already have another one like waiting to go. So like, absolutely love this bottle. Definitely don't spend over MSRP on these. I know you can see them like rack up in like secondary because their first release was a limited release. So that one is a little bit more special, but I think the juice between them are, you know, pretty similar. So anyways, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. This one was a higher proof. Yeah, 135.6. This bottle was incredible. And I think it was came in second for my end of the year rye blind. So yeah, killer bottle, $70. It's a must own. And the Anchor, a Knob Creek rye store pick. I gotta say, like these Knob Creek ryes are incredible. And at like 115 proof, you can't go wrong. You get a little bit of the nutty caramel like notes that you get from, you know, the other Knob Creek bourbons, but like that rye spice I think does a great job to amp it up. It's on the lower end of the rye spice, so you're not getting like too much like minty herbal notes, but it's, you know, you're getting more of like that evergreen like rye spice there. So like I'm a huge fan of these. I don't currently have one to back these up. I think I paid around $70 for these. This is a Virginia ABC store pick. Would 100% buy another one of these because I think the juice is incredible. And for around that $70 price point for a 7-year, you know, 115 proof store pick, I think that's a pretty good value all day. So Knob Creek rye store picks, you know, if you haven't had one, I think it's worth your money. Well, these are the 7 bottle kills that I had today. They were all rebuys for me. I realized don't have too much negative things to say about these, but I do like to do my research before buying a bunch of bottles, and these are some of the highlights that have been killing off. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you have, would you please leave me a comment down below? Which bottles do you think I shouldn't buy again? And what bottles are on your radar that I need to be looking out for? As always, my name's Tanner. This is Neat Bourbon. And pop the bottles and share the pours. And we'll see you in the next one.